Good girls don't make history. Bold girls make history. Bold people make history. So if you want to be the lead actor of your movie, which is your life, you've got to take choices that might be contrary to what you've heard.
Picture this scenario. You work 40 hours a week, pay your bills on time, live responsibly, and still find yourself financially struggling. Now imagine doing all of that while shouldering every single expense entirely on your own. Welcome to the reality that millions of single women are discovering isn't quite as liberating as they expected. The modern narrative around independence has painted a beautiful picture of solo living. Freedom to make your own choices, decorate your space however you want, and answer to nobody but yourself. But there's a harsh financial reality that nobody warned these women about, and now they're speaking up about what they call the single tax. Let's break down the mathematics of modern single living. When a couple rents a one-bedroom apartment for $2,000, each person pays $1,000. The single woman down the hall pays the full $2,000 for the exact same space. Internet costs $80 whether one person or two people use it. Cable subscriptions, streaming services, utilities with their hefty connection fees. These costs don't magically shrink because you live alone. The complaints are flooding social media platforms, women sharing their monthly expenses, breaking down how they spend close to $4,000 just on basic necessities. Car repairs hitting for $600, followed immediately by a $500 car payment. The emotional weight of handling these financial shocks alone adds another layer of stress that partnered individuals simply don't experience. But here's where the conversation gets interesting. Many of these women spent years promoting the benefits of single life, mocking traditional relationship structures, and celebrating their independence. The irony isn't lost on observers who remember the confident declarations about not needing anyone.
Every time that I say I love you more, I'm not even saying that I love you more than you love me. I've been saying that I love you more than the hard days to come.
Now those same voices are lamenting the cost of autonomy they once championed. Consider the practical realities they're discovering. Grocery shopping becomes economically inefficient when cooking for one person. A lasagna recipe serves 6, but eating the same meal for nearly a week defeats the purpose of variety. Food delivery apps suddenly seem more reasonable than buying ingredients that will spoil before being consumed. The Costco membership that saves families hundreds becomes pointless when you'll never use 36 apples before they rot. Travel presents another financial burden. Hotel rooms cost the same whether occupied by one person or two. Airport transportation, vacation rentals, dining out, these expenses don't offer single-person discounts. Meanwhile, couples split these costs naturally, making adventures more affordable and accessible. The mortgage industry adds insult to injury. Single applicants need larger down payments and qualify for smaller loan amounts despite having the same credit scores as their coupled counterparts. The system operates on dual income assumptions, making homeownership significantly more challenging for solo earners. Tax policies further compound the issue. Married couples benefit from filing jointly, often reducing their overall tax burden. Single individuals miss out on these breaks despite having the same or sometimes higher individual incomes. The government essentially penalizes people for not having partners, creating systemic financial disadvantages. Some women are discovering that their pursuit of personal fulfillment through expensive hobbies and experiences adds up quickly. Yoga retreats, pottery classes, surfing lessons, coffee shop visits, the attempt to fill free time and nurture personal growth requires substantial financial investment.
We got to stop forcing people in categories that they do not belong in. Some people are meant for fun, and fun only, right? And then you got other people who are meant for long situations, marriage, long-term, things like that. We got to keep people in the category in which they belong.
These activities that couples might enjoy together become individual expenses that compound monthly budgets. The most revealing aspect of these complaints involves the expectation that independence should somehow cost less than partnership. There's a disconnect between wanting complete autonomy and expecting society to subsidize that choice. The same women who rejected traditional arrangements are now discovering why those arrangements existed in the first place. They made economic sense. Emergency expenses hit differently when you're the only income source. A broken appliance, medical bill, or car repair can derail an entire month's budget. Couples can absorb these shocks more easily with two incomes and shared planning. Single individuals must maintain larger emergency funds while simultaneously covering all regular expenses alone. The emotional toll compounds the financial stress. Making every decision independently sounds empowering until you're researching car mechanics at midnight, comparing insurance plans alone, or handling home repairs without a second opinion. The mental load of complete self-reliance weighs heavily alongside the financial burden. What's particularly striking is how some of these women are now openly discussing needing partners specifically for financial reasons. The romantic notion of finding love has transformed into practical discussions about splitting expenses. Dating apps become financial planning tools rather than paths to emotional connection. Men rarely voice these same complaints about single living expenses. They've generally understood from early adulthood that independence comes with full financial responsibility. The difference in expectations reveals interesting cultural dynamics about who society expects to be financially self-sufficient versus who receives sympathy for struggling with basic adult responsibilities. The reality check is harsh but necessary. Adult independence has always required covering your own expenses. The surprise and complaint about this basic fact suggests a fundamental misunderstanding of what independence actually means. Freedom isn't free, and autonomous living was never meant to be economically advantageous compared to shared resources. The solution isn't society restructuring to make single living cheaper. It's individuals making informed decisions about lifestyle choices and their financial consequences. True independence means accepting both the benefits and the costs without expecting others to subsidize your choices. This financial awakening represents a broader cultural moment where idealistic expectations meet practical realities, forcing a reconsideration of what modern independence actually means. And that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments section, as you like this video and subscribe to this channel.